Hey, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is the Mayim in Atlanta, and the reason I showed that video showing the radius of a circle, which is pi, which is 3.14, so on and so forth. The reason I showed that is because of this. In Slovakia, I have terrible allergies currently with the spring coming in. But the reason I showed that pi video was to show this, because the blood moon will be on March 14th. That's also the day of the Passover, and that's the day that's considered Pi Day because of 314. And that pi shows the radius of a circle, which shows completion. And we've got this blood moon, we have the Passover, we have this this all being on March 14th or 314, and I'm hoping, Lord willing, that this is the completion of the Lord's work. Everything coming back around full circle. And we can only hope this is the hopeful year of the downfall of Esau and all prophecies coming into completion. And so that 3.14 apple pie shows full circle and full completion. And the Lord also considers his judgments like a ring, like a full circle. And so let's go right into the scriptures. This is 2 Esdras 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, Salakia, and he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. So a perfect circle from where it started comes right back around. And you look at a circle or a ring, and there's no parts that dip in, there's no parts that jut out. It goes in a complete and perfect circle. And we're hoping that to see the Lord's judgment come into a full circle. And that full circle is spoken of throughout the scriptures in what people would call karma. In Obadiah it says, as thou hast done, it shall be done. And in Revelation 13, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword shall be killed with the sword. And so we want to see the Lord's judgment come into perfection. We want that to happen. And the signs are lining up. We're seeing the talks of World War III, the pre-talks for it, or the saber rattling. We're seeing the economy stinking. We're seeing the infrastructure of this place collapsing. We're seeing the prophecies come out. We're seeing Israelites being judged, and the Lord said he's going to start with his house, with the house of Israel. And the example in my mind is the guy in Sakari and what's going on with them. And we want to see the judgment, the Lord's judgments coming into fruition. And it says, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first, because it's completely perfect. Each degree has its own segment until it forms, or those 360 degrees, which makes a circle. And we even talk about manifest destiny and how it has a part 2. That's it coming full circle, because as thou hast done, it shall be done. Isaiah 47 in verse 9, it says, but these two things, this is speaking of Babylon, which Babylon and Esau, Edom, they're connected, their judgments are connected. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. Huge loss coming to Babylon. It says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. So showing the Lord's judgment is likened unto a ring, unto a circle, unto perfection. Everything comes right back around to its beginning. It says, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Lord's judgment is like a circle. We want it to go 3.14 apple pie on to the heathen, onto the wicked, and for a righteous kingdom to start up. We're waiting on these things, and this is the hopeful year for these prophecies to happen, to occur. And we're seeing the signs. He said that we see signs in the heaven. There's a blood moon occurring on the same day as the Passover, and on the same day as this circle, 314. We're seeing this all lining up into its own perfection, into the Lord's perfection. And so we want to see the Lord work. Isaiah 28 and 21. For the Lord Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work. That's what we want the Lord to do, his work. We want him to judge. We want to be made whole again. We want justice to be served. And that's where this work comes in, for him to come and bring justice and set the earth back aright. It says that he may do his work, his strange work, and it will be strange. We're talking about apparitions. We're talking about UFOs, or what the world calls UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, the angels. And Yahweh Shai is going to return in one of those chariots so big that it'll be considered a mountain, or it was called a mountain in 2nd Ezra 13. It's going to be extremely strange. All the plagues coming onto Babylon, onto the Edomites, onto all of the wicked, onto the 2/3. We want to see his strange work occur. And this is topped off with the nuclear missiles completely destroying Babylon as an example forever. To be an example of how not to be forever and ever and ever. We want to see this strange work. We want it to come into perfection. We want this ring of judgment to occur and bring to pass his act, his strange act. And we're going to start seeing some really strange things when the Lord begins to work. It's time for him to work. And the prophecies are coming to pass. We're seeing the MOTB being spoken of more and more. They're experimenting with it. And we need that to go forth. We need Esau to make his moves with that MOTB, and with making his move on the elect of Israel, Jacob's trouble to occur, even though it sounds terrifying for Jacob's trouble to occur. We need this strange work, this strange act to happen. We need the Lord's judgment to come full circle, in a perfect circle, in its perfection, and for the righteous kingdom to be set up, we need the return of Yahushua. And so that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.